Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm getting back into my YouTube grind. I've decided I'm posting every Wednesday. And is this gonna happen? Yeah, it's gonna happen. That's my bullet journal thingy that I did, that like I'm gonna do a little box every time I post a video, and these are all the videos that I'm posting in 2022. Deadass 44 videos every Wednesday for the next 44 Wednesdays. You know what we call them? Willy Wednesdays. Oh. This video is going to be like a get ready with me slash a life update, just because if I just sit here, like I'm too ADHD for that, so I would just be like, you know. Sorry, there's some hairstyles I want to try from Pinterest, so I'm going to do that first. I'm going to lay Miz later with my family. So let me tell you about my 2021 without being too dramatic. My 2021, do you know what, don't take this as dramatic as I'm gonna make it sound, because like I did say about my 2020 in my like video, I was like crying and I was like my year was awful, but it wasn't actually that bad. I was just like little like free therapy for me, this like YouTube shit. So don't think I actually like had like a depressive episode of a year. Like I really didn't. Like I have a side partying right now, don't look at it. My 2021 was not the one. Like she was just not it. If I'm not exercising and I'm not doing YouTube, you just know I'm not happy, okay? Wasn't doing either of those things. And I'm kind of talking about the second half of 2021. The first half was fine because I was like on my hot girl shit. Like I was working for the Go House and stuff, so like at least I was doing something interesting. I was like focusing a lot on like losing weight and stuff, which is definitely not it for me. Like that's very toxic. That's why like at the moment I'm literally such a let's get fat bitch, because I'm just like, it makes me happier to not care about that stuff. But I definitely was not very nice to myself back then. Always want to be skinnier, and I still have a bit of that. Like I definitely have really bad body dysmorphia. This is kind of what the hairstyle was supposed to look like. It actually is cool, to be fair, if I like did it properly. I went away all summer and I thought my like problems would be fixed by a holiday, but it just really wasn't. I'm feeling way more myself recently. But then in September I started going to college and I got a job in a restaurant, and honestly since then I've just kind of been thriving. Okay, do you know what, I get the vibes of what this hairstyle should look like, and I actually think it's pretty cool. So yeah, I started college, I'm doing event management. If you don't know, last year I did PLC in creative digital media. I did that because I got journalism in TUD. Didn't want to do journalism at all. I think I just wrote it down because my mom told me to. Didn't want to do that at all. I think my top two were communications and multimedia. I thought I wanted to do those. That's why I did my creative digital media course, and that was what was at the top of my CAO. I fucked up my CAO because I didn't put in any of my shit because I'm a dumb bitch, pretty much. Then it all worked out in the end because I got my third option, which was event management. I basically did my PLC for the year for no reason, but it's just why I believe everything happens for a reason. Like I genuinely, like anytime anything happens, a few months later you're like, oh wait, this is the reason that happened, you know what I mean? Just I think trust the process of life. Like that's why I'm never panicked about anything, or I never like, do you ever get where you could complain about something but then you're just like, why would I bother? Like there's a plan out there for me, do you know what I mean? I'm in event management now in TD. Honestly, could not recommend this course enough. Honestly though, it's such a fun course. I'm literally in college 2 days a week next week. Like sometimes it's 3 days a week, but it's 2 days a week this week. Do you know I didn't grow hair until I was like 2, and everyone used to think I was a boy. I just love all the people I've met in college because it's just brought me out of this stupid place called Dublin. I'm saving at the moment to go to Canada with my friends in summer for hopefully the whole summer. I've been going to the gym consistently now. I am sick at the moment, so I haven't gone in like 2 weeks now. So single, so single, but I'm always my best when I'm so single. Oh, this happened fucking last year. Like, do you remember I did fucking Vlogmas last year? Not the year just gone, the year before that. I was such a productive queen. I posted every day for a month. Like what drugs was I fucking on? Spoiler alert, none. And I still don't do drugs. I wonder if people believe me when I say that, because like I wouldn't believe me when I say that. Like I don't believe me when I say that, and then I'm like, wait, but like it's true. And honestly, peer pressure, like I feel like a fucking loser. Like why don't I do drugs? But I'm genuinely scared of them. I was like really didn't like summer the year before this year, and I made that video of like, oh, my 2020 was awful, but it honestly was looking up so much November, December, and like I was enjoying my PLC and stuff, and I was honestly on such a good buzz. And then went to dog shit. Like I just like, honestly, I think all my problems and all of the problems in the world come from men. We should just get rid of them. Like I'm not a man hater, like yup, men, like I do love them, but I just hate them at the same time, like passionately hate them. So if we could just get rid of them in 2022. Yeah, was like honestly thriving in December, and then like you can take a guess what happened next. But I was no longer thriving in that sense, because I kind of just get distracted. Like I never would see anyone in school. Like I didn't get with anyone for like ages in secondary school. So if you're like that, don't think it's weird, because I was like that, and like I just had no interest in boys, and honestly stay like that as long as you can. I don't think it's bad to be a stupid little teenage girl, but I just have had enough lessons that now I think it's time that they're no longer lessons, you know? It's like, how many lessons can one possibly get? Like I get it, men aren't shit, now what? Like are you gonna give me something good, or are we just gonna keep going with all these lessons? Because I'm bored. So if I even go near a fucking penis, okay, no, I'm not going near penises, I'm just not allowed like get attached to penises, you know what I mean? Slap me. Yeah, this like hairstyle's really not doing it for me right now. I could leave my hair like this. I might just like put it in these two things and then take the bun out, but for now I'm just gonna leave it like this while I do my makeup. Let's do like semi makeup routine, semi me talking shit, just like all the fun vibes. This is like my little hair box, if you will, and for some reason these feature in my hair box, and I don't know why. Don't know why they're there. Also, like I don't really need them personally right now. Imagine I'm just lying. Like I have like being with people and then being like lying on YouTube, being like, I'm so single, you know what I mean? So like imagine I was just lying, because I might be, and you don't know. I have like 8 boyfriends. Anyway, I'm gonna be doing my glowy, natural, cute, fun and fresh makeup. First we moisturize, then we throw down some of this bitch. Okay, then I get some like glowy shit, put that on my hand, get some tinted moisturizer and put that down. The glowier and like more natural your makeup, the less it can go like patchy and shit, because it's kind of just your skin with a little extra. If you try paint on your face like we all used to back in like the Inglot days, like it just rubs off in clumps and you look like a fucking crazy person. Guys, I want to get lip filler for our YouTube video. Do we think that's stupid or not? Like my lips aren't massive. I fully believe that ignorance is bliss. I would rather live like this fairy tale life in my head than be in reality where I realize that like that's not real and that's not true and that's not my life. I feel like it's actually mad when I go out, the amount of people come up to me. Like it's actually insane these days. It's always drunk people, and that's what I find like weird, is when people come up to me and I'm like, it's like no one ever comes up to me during the day, and people will text me and be like, I saw you here, and I'm like, either fucking come up to me or don't tell me, because then when I'm out I'm like, oh my god, is that like someone looks at me funny, I'm like, they definitely recognize me, and they probably don't, but like it does get in your head a little. Like I feel like I have more like I should have, not like I should as in I deserve more followers than I have, but like the way people carry on when I'm like out and they're like talking about like how they like my videos and stuff, I'm like, I don't have followers. Like I'm literally a loser who just like posts for attention. Like what? I find it such a weird question when people are like, do you like want to be single, do you like being single, or like do you want a boyfriend and stuff, and I'm like, what do you mean do you want a boyfriend? Like I feel like you can't just like be like, I want a boyfriend and get a boyfriend. Not that I have really high standards, like no, I do have high standards. Like I know what I want in someone in a relationship. That's why I will never like openly be like dating someone for the sake of a relationship. Like I feel like everything I've had has been like so casual, because because I know they wouldn't be good enough to be like a boyfriend. But like I love being single. Like everyone obviously wants their fucking Prince Charming, don't they? So it's like, yeah, I like being single, but I'm not gonna actively go out and be like force some like random man to be like my husband, do you know? Like that'd be a bit weird. Like I've been getting my nails done, which is like very not like me. Well, it's funny, like I thought that's not like, it's like something that's not very me, because like I only started getting like acrylics like every few weeks since September. One of my friends was like, I was saying that, I was like, oh, like I think I was just saying it's like so unlike me to get so much like acrylics, and she was like, you are like, because she's only known me since September, she was like, I haven't seen you without acrylics on. Like that's so weird, because I hadn't had my nails even painted in like 2 years before I started getting acrylics in September. Okay guys, so here's my makeup all done. It's very glowy, it's very fresh. If I do my hair like this, I'll probably like put gel in it and make it more slick, but I think it's really fun. I probably will leave it like this. I think it's so fun. Have a good Wednesday, have a good weekend, eat whatever you want, drink whatever you want, eat food before you go out drinking. And tell people that you love them. Personally, I never do this, so take my advice, don't do what I do. Yeah, I'm gonna go eat something now, even though I had breakfast like an hour ago, but you gotta get your 3 meals a day in, even if you wake up at 12 o'clock. So anyway, I love you. The next video is a Tenerife vlog. It's actually really funny. But yeah, I love you. Goodbye. Get used to seeing my face every Wednesday.